Myles, what did you guys do second half to kind of tighten things up in the run game?
Got more physical, tackle better. Guys were just making the plays that we know we can make. We were just letting him bounce off of the first one, and then he was getting free. That's all the run game is being in the right spot and want to.
Myles, that play where Josh wound up getting sacked at the one and you got a half for it, did you know, like, right away how it was going to be?
No, man. I wanted to get another regardless. I felt like that was a big play in the game, and we were gonna march down and get some points. So I was happy about that. But whether Mason got it or I got it, that didn't bother me. It was just the fact that the play was made. I was proud of him for being there at the right time. So just needed more.
What were you thinking as you saw Josh start to retreat with it?
I saw his eyes get big when he saw me, so I knew he recognized who it was, so he started to hightail it the other way, and then he slipped, and then I slipped. So I was thinking this could be, the one to tie it, but end up just a half.
Hey Myles, when you went through that trade request, you said you didn't care about records, all that Hall of Fame, all that stuff. You just wanted to win. So with 2 games to go, and you guys are 3-12, what's it been like for you?
Next question.
When you see Quinn go down the way he did, I know that happens in this game, but how much do you feel for him? A young guy having the kind of year he's having.
Young guy is tough, man. You can tell he loves it. You can tell he wants to be great. He's always, coming up to me or some of the other older guys, some of the veterans, and just trying to get a little bit of knowledge here and there. And someone who just has that kind of passion for the game and dog in him, who just attacks every single day. I can't be more excited to play with someone like that. So I'm, praying for his recovery as quick as possible, and he just takes the necessary steps, and he's back on the field as soon as possible, but healthy as possible.
Myles, I know Josh can be hard to bring down. He's good in scramble mode and all that stuff, but his quick decision making, the way they were managing that today, how does that help them mitigate what you can do?
That's tough. When they're getting out quick, a lot of quick game, a lot of rolling the pocket the other direction. I didn't see a lot of plays in general in my direction, and I'm sure that's not by coincidence. So that's tough, to try to be, disruptive and get into a groove and work myself into the game when they're doing stuff like that. So I just got to think about how I can be more effective and make more noise next week.
How do you keep yourself motivated after tough losses and having an overall down season for the team? What keeps you motivated for each week?
Not only do I want to be the best player I can, I know that I can't take a game off because I owe it to the guys next to me. I work my ass off in the off season and during the year to be at the very best shape, and I'm not going to waste any of my God-given gifts because of any record or anything that anybody has to say. Now, I'm going to go out there and give 100% for myself, but for my teammates, for my family, I'm a representation of them. I want them to be proud of me, and I want something to be proud of when I lay my head down.
How much are you noticing more just everything going away from you? Them rolling quarterback. I know they've done it before, but is it more pronounced week by week as you kind of gotten later this season?
Yeah, keeper has been a favorite of offenses of late, and especially against us. I'm just trying to get away from us, and I feel like we've had some pretty good success, pulling it up, and it's harder against guys who are as mobile and as athletic as Josh, and he was also just getting out quick. He wasn't taking long to process and either throw it away or give this guy a chance. So it's tough. But we're going to continue to see more. Probably won't see too much next week with Rodgers, but he'll be getting out quick himself.
I know you wanted it to come in a win, but is there a level of disappointment that you didn't get that sack record today because you're so close?
A bit. Did it for my family. I wanted to get it for them. Have some family show up. They feel like it was going to be the game in the moment, and so definitely want to give them something to smile about. For me, I always keep the main thing. I want to win. It's a close game. We were a little bit too lax in the run, a little step behind, and not as physical as we needed to be. So that's the stuff I think about. The record's great, but the team record is what keeps me up at night. The sack record, it'll be there.
Did the Bills show you anything different? Was it anything different from the Bills on film, or were they pretty much similar to what you saw on film this week?
Usually they kind of leave Dion on an island and kind of just let him do his thing. He kind of has a unique set, unique variety. But the guard was coming down quickly, and then they were throwing the bunch on my side tight, so that I had to line up inside, and they pass the ball, and I really didn't have an angle to get to an edge. So they threw a bit of peculiarities at me to try to keep me honest and kind of contain me where they wanted me, and they did a good job.
As leader on the team, what's your message moving forward, going into next week?
Like I said, you play for the man next to you. He's given everything to be here. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a blessing. I don't want you to take it for granted, not a single second being in this league. Guys like Quinn had no idea, that today would end up how it was, and so you never know when your moment's going to come, and you never know where it's going to go. So, keep your head up, be proud of everything that you do, and just keep moving forward.